that way. There we go. Alright. So, apparently, I've had a couple people following my lead in playing Enchantress online. I was talking to Spawn, who is now running he's now running Reverent Silence, which is a card I was not looking forward to having people start running. What, it gains me 6 life or something? Yeah. Excuse me, sorry. It's gonna be really annoying. I hate this so much. But wow, that does not help the reduce delay. Let me turn that on. It's still like 10 some seconds. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, so apparently I've had a couple people following my example and playing Enchantress. Spawn has said that he's played 2 people on Enchantress that weren't me. NTGBot has been updated. Huh. Interesting. We can now query Wolfram Alpha from chat. That's fantastic. I don't see me using that, but that's okay. For those of you, I honestly don't know how much my YouTube channel is being used, but for those of you who are watching this past the stream, my name is Jacob Wilson. I may no longer be the only person streaming Enchantress. Whether that's good or bad for us, I can't really say. But I'm not looking forward to people starting to run hate cards for us. Yeah. Could be very bad for us. Look at some analytics on my page. Apparently I've had 2,000 minutes watched. It's pretty good. Also, Germany is my 2nd highest demographic. Shout out to whatever German is watching me. Yeah. I don't know when this was last. Oh, this was... No, never mind. May 12th was the last one. I don't know. Shout out to you, man. I love Germany. I feel like Twitch alert should be on here. I'm not sure. Right. So I want to see all the notifications and such. But so with the rising popularity of Enchantress, I've made a change to the board last minute, so I have yet to include it into the screensaver thing, the away screen. But I cut the sideboarded solitary confinement for a 2nd replenish. I'm actually gonna leave this and rejoin really fast because I want to make sure that that change got noted. But yeah, people know we're a thing. Which is slightly unfortunate because for us being a thing, I'd much rather us be doing better. I need to put that into do not disturb and unplug it so I don't have Siri randomly wanting me to tell her stuff. Oh, I also need to music going because I like it loud. But yeah, and I still need to get Monastery Mentors at some point. I just really don't know what I want our first donation, or our present donation goal to be. Because we have some options. For those of you who are watching from YouTube and want to donate, I'm at some point going to try to figure out a direct link, or I can just post a link from Twitch for you guys to donate and help out if you feel so inclined. Presently, there are a few things we can go towards. We can go towards building a modern deck, which I would want to start with green-red Tron, as that is my main and best modern deck. Or we start working towards vintage with Dredge. See if we can get some streams of that going as well. Or we can start going towards getting some Monastery Mentors to try them out on the board. Either way, if you want to include a note with a donation and say what you want it to go towards, that will be noted and your money will go towards that goal. At the moment, I think it still says, can't see. Yeah, literally can't see this. It's still the set of bazaars, the set of foil bazaars for the vintage deck. But again, we're pretty unfocused at the moment. And that's, I don't know, largely I feel because of the lack of donations. I don't really know what people want to see happen with those at the moment. So if you could send messages or again donate and attach notes, that would help me get a better idea of where people would like to see the stream go, aside from just doing Enchantress, because not been doing so hot. It'd be nice to get a change of pace as far as deck selection is concerned. If we get enough interest, we could try to do miracles, but that's probably not going to happen. Hefty $600 there. Whereas the other deck options are about 300 apiece. So, I don't know. We'll see. And again, I just don't know where people want this to go. I'm fine with any of these options. I just need input. Because, again, I've been enjoying this more than I thought I would. Alright, so we have Spawn. He's on another brew that's a lot more kind of old lands builds. It's a lot more prisony and has a few win conditions, like 1 Dark Depths, a Punishing Fire, and a Barbarian Ring. So just a lot more trying to lock you out of the game and ride your way to victory. We have Molly Block, who's going to be on Tez again. And, Joe's not streaming. That's interesting. Young Peasy. Alright, let's see what we got. We are playing against Deets. I would like to be on the play. This hand's fine. Apparently our opponent is double queuing Legacy. Alright, so we're going to play Forest and we're going to Green Sun for 0. Dryad Arbor. And it'd be nice if this survived, but we don't hugely care. Tundra. Delver. Okay, so this is Jeskai Delver. American Delver. I don't like the Jeskai designation. So let's play the Heath and activate it for the Plains. Let's try to play the Argothian Enchantress, which is fine. Let's try land Elephant Grass. Resolved. Fantastic. As a force will. Alright. I'm going to pay a green mana on top of the Dryad Arbor. We drew Serra Sanctum. Kind of light on green mana at this point. Let's try to land Mirror's Guile. Gonna invade the Force of Will. Or possibly a Daze. There's the Force. Pitching our Brainstorm. And we found another green source, which is awesome. Pay with the Serra Sanctum next turn. Or pay with these two. Play Force and scroll out. One of the mildly annoying things about this deck is that it can function on low mana, like it is right now. Like, it's still putting up a clock. I'll draw the confinement. Let's see if he cares about this. Okay, let's try to play another Enchantress. Nice. That's fine. That's a pretty good top of our deck. I'm gonna pay for it again, just to keep it up until we get a confinement going. Especially since our opponent seems to be stuck on lands, which means that he won't be able to attack both of them. So let's tap this for a bunch. And some green. Attempt to play the Changeless Presence. Tap automatically. Yield. Try that in solitary. We are flush with Enchantresses. These, yep. That's fine. You can still only attack with one of them. Discard the green Sun Zenith. It's pretty dead at the moment. Can't attack us, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and activate the Keith. I'm not going to pay for either of these. Maybe a little ambitious, but I feel like one of these can resolve. Red mana. You don't know what that means. Sanity to bolt us. Because Dave's in it. We will pay one for Dave's. Mana's not really concerned at this point. It's going to bolt us, sure. Oh, he's going to go digging. Okay. It is as if this resolves, he's basically dead. Unfortunately for him. Welcome, Melfina, by the way. Fantastic. Let's try to find... whatever. Okay, we found our Emrakul. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't have enough yet. That's fine. Actually, I'm gonna place Sterling Grove. It'd be bad if we got blown out randomly. Okay. I feel much safer now. Alright, so let's discard lands, Grandson Zenith, Elephant Grass, Guile, Second Confinement, Presences. And a Sprawl. It's a Stoneforge. That is A-okay. Yep, you have a better skull. You have a Delver. Stack Confinement first. Let's discard a Wild Growth. Let's tap this, these, this, and this. Let's tear some Aeons. I don't know what he's hoping for here. Yep. Okay, don't choke. Don't steal if you're already moat. Replenishes. I don't want Eidolon. I don't want Guiles. I don't want Groves. Actually, we can cut a rest in peace on leaving my Grove. try that. Oh, another card I was looking at for this deck was Carpet of Flowers. Should be pretty good against blue decks like this. We're good on mulligan. We're missing a land. This is fine. Hopefully it doesn't have a daze. Yep. It's all about the foil Delvers. That's not really the land we want to see. They did not daze. I'm gonna name white. Why not? Storm on that keep. Must get the clock going. Which is fine. Can't fault him for that. Reveals a wear tear. It's moderately annoying. Is he gonna stone right us? No, he's gonna play another Delver. No, fuck, whatever. That's very poor, whatever. We have our Enchantress. And he has a Lightning Bolt. Okay. This is a very fast clock. So we know he has Lightning Bolt, and he has Wear Tear, and a mystery card. I really hope he doesn't pick up on that. I don't know, he's healed. Oh my god. The triple Sarah Sanctum hand again. So, thankfully, he didn't recognize that this is worded differently. If he would have weared it with the ability on the stack, the Delver would have stayed in. And has a dig through time. So he has a mystery card, a blue card, and a dig through time. Blue Warcraft has started another update. I don't care. Oh my god. We are probably dead. We've been missing on a lot of important draw steps and drawing Sarah Sanctums. Oh my god. This needs to be a very good draw. That was not a very good draw. Yeah. That's the second time Sarah Sanctum has screwed us over. I feel like we probably should have jammed the choke at some point, but like he had creatures. Oh, this hand's fine. Daze proof for Guillotine is never a bad thing. We're gonna keep naming white on these. Just to make sure you can't waste us half of white. It's kind of important. Does not have a turn 1 play. Interesting. was fantastic. Yeah. Take that, land destruction. That was really good. Okay, what was I gonna say? He misses a second land drop. Yep. Alright, hopefully it doesn't play True Name Nemesis. It's going to tear our suppression field. That's fine. It did its job, kind of. It let us get onto the board. Yep. Yep. Kind of low on gas, so we. Oh wait, fuck, we didn't get Eidolon. I'm dumb. Yep, I'm dumb. He's gonna waste us. He's gonna fetch first. That was a slight punt on my part. Welcome, Jay Gresh. That's okay. We have our engine online. I feel like he has a dig through time in his hand. He's debating on whether or not to deploy the batter school or to dig in response. Yeah. Got the sick reads. And again, if he counters us, we're fine. We're drawing 4 cards, and he is not presenting updated with clock as of yet. And we have double white that can't be wasted. And he just ate a weird hair, which is nice. In case he randomly has Snapcaster. I'm so far behind on builds, but I'm not entirely surprised to see them running Dig Through Time where they ran Treasure Cruise. Please yield to that. Hey, we found our helm. And try to deploy that next turn. Meddling Mage. Named Solitary. That's a pretty good name. We're just going to draw all of the cards. I'm going to try to choke him. We found our moat. He's going to force it. That's fine. That was a, like, bajillion for 2. Or a bajillion for, like, 1. I'm not going to attack. Never attack. This is the peaceful way of playing Magic. You just sit back, you don't attack your opponent, just let him wail on you, and you kill him. Next turn we can try to moat, or I'm going to try to Banishing Light. Oh, no, he's probably not going to untap for that. Dryad Arbor, Heath, Forest, Zenith, Enchantress, Growth. I'm drawing so many cards right now. Feels good. I love drawing cards. One of the funnest things you can do in Magic. All in. It's gonna brainstorm. Interesting. Well, this is an opening. Just 3 cards. It's gonna brainstorm. Beat the batter school. Let's play mode. Attention check again. Nice. Let's just go ahead and deploy the Enchantress. I'm going to discard the Zeniths. Yeah, you can't waste us. Every time that happens, I just get so happy. Like, he had a spot to use it, but he didn't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've gone through only 2 sanctums, which is fantastic. Electric green, that's fine. So he has 2 cards. Damn it. So I'm going to Wild Growth this Forest. I'm going to play Sterling Grove. I'm going to Utopia Shell this Forest to always yield, because I forgot until now. We'll name green. Let us Wild Growth this Forest. There is our Seraph Sanctum. So next turn when we untap, we should have enough mana to go ahead and cast Emrakul. We're just going to pass. I'm going to discard the Elephant Grasses, the Replenish, and the Confinement, because we don't have another way of dealing with the nothing mage at this point. Or if he has like Blue Card Force, and we're about to just completely ruin this plan. This was a very nice matchup in round 1. We have a really good matchup against fair decks like Delvers. Or, well, tempo decks. This is also a relatively fair deck. They don't do anything super degenerate like kill us on turn 1. That's usually our anathema. And he should scoop. Yeah, we did it. Spawn is down a game. That's unfortunate. Alright. Did it. For those of you, should be more people now. Yes, for those of you joining us, welcome to the Legacy Enchantress stream. My name is Jacob Wilson. You may notice I'm not that Jacob Wilson, but that's fine. How's the stream buffering for you all, by the way? I'm trying the reduced delay thing. Now, in my little preview, it's not really doing anything. I'm still off by 15 seconds. So, you know, whether or not the stream's buffering okay for you guys, or is actually more up to date than it is on my machine, if you could tell me, that'd be great. Oh, nice. What are you playing on Diablo? I'm working on a Barbarian in Seasons, and just found out I can survive Torment 6 decently well, at least in normal rifts. Cool. Yeah, sadly this is the time of night where well, if you need me to power level you guys, I can do that. Or, you know, if you guys want to do it by yourselves. Either way. I got my barbarian power leveled, and just watching that happen was like ridiculous. It just felt super cheating, but it's something they allow. Alright. It's the I am usually a fairly casual gamer as far as non-magic goes. I dump a lot of money into magic. But like, I don't know, this season I wanted to really try and play the game, so I went barbarian. I got the Raycore set finished, so I've been having a lot of fun with that, just charging all over the place. But I don't have all the good legendaries for it yet. But it's the most I've done. I'm actually at a higher Paragon level than I am non-seasonal. Okay, cool. But yeah, so for those of you watching, this is the build. We took out the sideboarded solitary confinement for replenish. Because apparently there have been an increase in the amount of enchantress stacks out there. Another streamer I know, Spawn, so he played against two different enchantress pilots that weren't me. So with increased attention comes increased hate, so I might as well have counter hate in the form of replenish. Which unfortunately we jumped the gun a little on our rest in peace. Otherwise it would have been very good when we drew it, but happens. Sometimes in prison decks you just draw the wrong cards and have to try to win the other way. Also playing 4 people. Spawn is still down again. But yeah, for those of you who like brews, Spawn's definitely a good guy for that. He has a ton of wacky decks. He's currently playing a lands deck, and the land base looks ridiculous. Like he had cast an intuition, and as I was just looking at the deck, there were like a couple clumps of key cards at 4s, and then there were just a ton of 1-ofs. It was pretty funny to just see that laid out. Watch him look at all of the options. Yeah, I'm happy we got that win. We've been hitting some rough patches lately. And Molybach lost, that's good, because he's actually pretty decent against our deck and knows what to put chalices on. I feel like I've played Matt Rogers before, but I don't remember what he was on. I'm gonna look. So you may hear some, but I can just look at the descriptions. He's playing Miracles. He has 1-1. I'm really annoyed by the last bout of Miracles we played. We lost to both of them 0-2, I believe. Which is annoying because that's one of our better matchups. Like, Enchantress is great at preying on Miracles. But, like, Just all the blue decks we've played against recently seem to just have all of the counterspells for all of our effects. Just how we tend to lose games. Hey, Spawn. We won the first round. We beat American Delver. Nice. So that's Goyo beans. Absolutely. Send them over. I need to update the thing. You're 1-0. But Spawn, you're not playing the deck with the 1 card, are you? Because if not, I think I voted for that one actually. Done living. So, Goyo, are you on here? If you are, shout out. For I would like to talk to you about the Mighty Enchantress. So, where'd you pick this up? I'm not looking forward to a mirror either. Fortunately, we dropped a game, so you may have an we're probably not gonna play against each other. Hopefully, just on tie breaks. I don't even know what Sacred Ground does. I don't know why that would help. Well, that's unfortunate. It's still pretty bad. But yeah, were you yeah, where'd you pick this up from? Are you on the Pulse forums, or did you see my one finish so far? Or did you just think Enchantress was a cool thing to make? Or have you previously watched this? Okay, nice. Yeah, I bet. We're waiting on miracles and something else. I have no idea what his opponent's playing. That's pretty funny. I know it's some sort of white hate. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of miracles. Unfortunately, I've had some issues with Pyromancer decks because they seem to just overload on Counterspell, which is annoying. But yeah, definitely with a lot of miracles running around, it's not super bad for us. Yeah. Yeah, against all the blue decks, we've just been running into all the counterspells in the early game, so we've not been doing well lately. Yeah. Alright. Well, good luck to you, Goyo. I hope we don't get paired up. Let Enchantress get like a double 4-0. That'd be sweet.